Good day. Today, April the 6th, 2024, Saturday. The planet that rules Saturday is Saturn. These are some cards that, or messages, I should say, that surfaced when I was at the park today. So I decided to come back and do the read on them. So the first card that came out was Aunt Nancy, Betrayal. Aunt Nancy is in the Temple of Shadows. This is the number 20 card. So this energy is still lingering because Source wants us to know and be in the knowing as magicians, as high priestesses and priests, as hierophants. Okay. So when I think of the number 20 in Tarot, the number 20 is the Judgment card. Okay. And then reducing that to the number 2, that is the High Priestess card in Tarot. So you're using your intuition to call out these betrayals, to call judgment on these betrayals. And the Judgment card is dealing with Archangel Gabriel. Because this is a season, and I have these kyanite stones pointing to this betrayal. As a shield of protection. For us to protect us from these betrayals. There we go. Okay. So then we have Modjadji, manifestation. This is the Temple of Conjurers, dealing with the sacral chakra. Okay. This is the goddess of matriarchal system in South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, South Africa. Bidu, South Africa. She's the hereditary reign queen of South Africa's Bidu people, a matrilineal queendom. Okay. Her daughters dance to the frequency of rain. So this is the manifestation card, letting you know that you are being showered with your blessings. Okay. You are an alchemist, a sorceress, a manifester. So open your hands and your heart and let it rain down on you. Yes, make it rain. Because these are big manifestations coming in. This is manifestations from the Chrome Mother, and I'm looking at the number 9. Puts me in the mindset of the triple goddess, the feminine life cycles. 3 representing the mating, 6 representing the mother, and 9 representing the Chrome. Divine blessings flow to me so easily. That's the declaration of this goddess, Modjadji. And then, yeah, with this world, these pictures of the world all around her. That's what I say. And then the number 9 as well, you know, reminding me of the Chrome. The 3rd level of that feminine cycle. Okay. The Chrome is the waning one. And the Chrome is the wise, more mature woman that embodies the previous stages, which are the mother and the maiden. The Chrome is independent, confident, and courageous. She is sexually awakened, and she represents a fullness and freedom the maiden and the mother have yet to achieve. Okay? Her life has been lived, and she has experienced many seasons with countless lessons under her belt and wisdom gained through the ups and downs of living. Okay? And she is the mentor of the maiden, encouraging her to enjoy her life. She comforts the mother, reassuring her that she is doing wonderful, and she teaches the both phases before her, and she is empathetic towards them. Okay? Her knowledge is priceless and treasured. The crone knows how to harness her strength for good and is not afraid of a battle or fight. And her affirmation is everything I need is within me. Okay? The high priestess, or the Hierophant in this sense, because the Hierophant is a sacred teacher. And she is a teacher to the mother and the maiden. Okay? And as we know that the waning moon follows the full moon, and it is the cycle when it loses light. Okay? And this is a phase of going inward and tapping into your intuition, the Hierophant, the high priestess. And then at the bottom of the deck, we get Queen Nandi, which is the goddess of intuition. Okay. Interesting. So clarifying both of these, the world and the Eight of Wands. The world, again, is a cycle being closed and going into a new cycle. Represents the number 21, which reduces down to a number 3, okay? Since we're talking about the three goddesses, the feminine life cycles, then the number 3 represents the maiden. Okay? And the maiden represents the waxing moon. The maiden is a symbol of girl, hood, purity, pleasure, independence, freedom of expression, untamed wildness. She's encouraged to explore and discover her passions and path. She is unapologetic and eager to blaze her own trail. She looks at the world and her surroundings with hunger and lust. She feels free and dreams of running wild. Okay, this is putting in the mindset of the Queen of Wands. And her affirmation is say yes to new adventures. So that's that Queen of Wands energy. Okay, very creative and passionate. So, yeah. And the number 3 in Tarot is the High Priestess card. Okay. So, using your intuition, co-creating with spirit to manifest, to bring on these showers of manifestation, to close out cycles and going into new cycles, closing out old cycles and going into new cycles. Okay. And this Eight of Wands, this action, okay, is the action, the traveling, movement, communication, moving into your new cycles, okay, your new beginnings. Which was something that you manifested. The number 9 in Tarot is the Hermit. And with this 4 of Wands here at the bottom of the Tarot deck, to me, this is a representation of, that hermit mode, going into reset mode to reset your mind. The source is dealing with the mental. Okay. Again, we're dealing with intuition. We're dealing with wisdom. The hermit is very wise. Okay. The hermit is in the darkness and sits quiet with spirit to get its answers, to get its direction, to illuminate things, getting prepared for the new moon. and getting prepared for the waxing moon. Okay, bringing light. Okay, bringing light, that overt and outward energy. Okay, which is the Eight of Wands action. That outward and overt energy. Very fast. The Eight of Wands is quick acting. So there you have it. We also dealing with the 8 here with 35, reducing down to the 8. Okay. We know that we're in the 8th year. We have a lot going on with this within this 8th year, within this Aries month alone, this Aries season. We have a lot going on. We started a Mercury retrograde in Aries on the 1st of April. We have the total solar eclipse coming up on the 8th. Okay. Which is 8, the number 4, 4th month, the 8th day, 2024 equals 8, which all that it adds up to 20, which is that judgment card. Okay, reducing down to a number 2, on the solar eclipse, and we know that. See if I can. So we have the sun and the moon merging with that sun, coming together as one. Divine feminine and divine masculine. Moon, sun, divine feminine, divine masculine, coming together as one. Okay, that's that duality, the two. Divine counterparts coming into union. You know what? There's a card in here that is a perfect example of, there we go. Yes. There it is, Mona Lisa, cosmic power. Okay. Divine mother and divine father coming together as one. That's the energy we're dealing with on that day. Very powerful energy. Very powerful energy. And then also on that day is the new moon in Aries on the 8th. Okay. So yeah, a lot going on. We know that the new moon is a good time for what? Starting new cycles, fresh, setting intentions. Okay, so that's what this here Eight of Wands. You are quickly, expeditiously going into a new fresh cycle. Okay, and then we have that waxing moon that will be following the new moon. Okay, all the way up until the next full moon. And so the waxing moon is that overt, outward, and expanding energy, okay? Which wands give you the ambition to spring forth and finish what needs to be done, okay? To bring your manifestations into reality. It's creating action around your intentions, okay? It's movement and expansion, illuminating areas of your life that you need to, uh, address, okay, that challenges you in your personal expansion. So that's the energies that we're dealing with. So what are you going to do with those energies? I'm trusting that you will do something high vibrational with them. I would advise you to do something high vibrational with them because this energy is not in favor of this type of energy, this betrayal energy. It's not in favor of that. Okay? All right. We have free will, but we need to be accountable with our choices that we make. Ma'at, accountability. Because what we put out will return to us. Peace.